Hey everybody, it's Brian. Thanks for joining me again on Be Mad Photo. Today, just another video about my initial impressions with 2 days of using the Osmo Pocket 3 from DJI. And I gotta say, this is like just the funnest device I have purchased in a long time. Something about this thing is just so much fun. It makes you want to like pick it up and just look at this camera right in front of you and just start talking to it. Like, I just cannot describe like how just like simple and easy this thing to use is, and yet it's incredible quality that it's putting out. I love everything about this. And it's only been 2 days. So just what are some of my initial impressions? First of all, like if I didn't say it already, I'll say it again. Like, I'm just blown away by the quality, the ease of use, and the not only the quality of the video and the audio, but the build quality. This thing is solid and feels like it's very well built, like many DJI products, you know, just like their drones and other things. But I don't know, there's something special. This is obviously the 3rd iteration of this, and they hit this thing out of the park. There's, you know, no question of why this has just been such a popular device over the last few months, and, you know, just kind of took the whole creator community by storm towards the end of last year and into 2024. This is definitely the coolest and one of my favorite devices, you know, related to video production or creating videos in 2023 for sure, and if not, you know, for quite some time. It's just so much fun. Like I said, I can get up, I can just walk around, talk to the camera. It's picking up the audio. I can see on the screen that it is clearly recording. No surprises later on, you know, when I get back and go to look at the video and find out there's no audio. That has happened many times with my GoPro. But what else do I love about this thing? Well, one thing that took me by surprise that I had not seen anybody mention in any of their videos is how awesome this is as a webcam. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that you go out and buy the creator combo just to get this device to use it as a webcam, but it is great as a webcam, and it just works so much better than I even expected. And what's great about using it as a webcam is, like, for me, I'm sitting at my desk all day working. What I can do is I can just set this Osmo Pocket 3 right down next to my MacBook, plug the USB-C into it, right to the MacBook. It starts charging it. So right away, I'm going to start drawing power from the MacBook to top off the batteries throughout the day. Additionally, as soon as I connect that, it's going to do a 3-second timer and default to webcam mode. Now, you can change that behavior, or you could have it, do nothing or go into storage mode. But yeah, it just goes right into webcam mode, automatically switches to 1080p, which is like the perfect resolution for webcams, right? You don't need more than that. You don't want to overload your Zoom trying to send 4K, and actually most of these platforms for, you know, online webcamming do not even support it. But like for your Slack or for Google Messenger or Teams or, you know, whatever you're using, Zoom, it's great for, it's great to use as a webcam. It's just simple. So right there throughout the day, I have it charging. It's ready to go for like when I want to do vlogs like this at night, or take it out and go run. And it's really neat. Like, not too many people have webcams that will track them. So what I can do is I can double tap my face, put this into webcam mode and face tracking. And just like when I'm vlogging with it, this will now follow me around. So if I want to like walk and talk while I'm in a meeting, I don't have to worry about kind of walking or trying to stay like in the frame just for the MacBook camera. This is now 1-inch sensor recording me in 1080p, but very good quality. And it's able to track me around the room if I want to keep tracking on. Of course, I can turn tracking off. While also in webcam mode, you can also use a lot of the other features of the camera. So yeah, this is just great. Additionally, when I'm done using it as a webcam, I just unplug it and it's ready to go, right? It's been topped off And now I can just go back to vlogging with it and using it however I need. So yeah, I don't know if everybody's aware that this is an amazing device for using as a webcam. If you're interested in vlogging or just getting out and not even necessarily vlogging, but just making like, cinematic videos or going out and filming, your vacation, or maybe just taking the dog for a walk, it's great for that. It's much easier to use than a phone in the sense that it's just got this great form factor. Like, it fits well in your hand, but it's also not necessarily as obvious that you're walking around filming things. So, if you're potentially not even very comfortable, vlogging out in public or walking around and videotape things, this is actually a very discreet device. You just walk around with it, and it's, very easy to use. It's very intuitive, but it's also very powerful, I'll say. Like, you can go into the settings, you can tweak a lot of things, you can color grade your footage later on if you want to, or you can keep it simple and just go with this natural color profile like I'm using now. What else about this? Just after a couple days, I found that the controls, they're super intuitive and easy to use. Once you kind of get used to the menus, after a few minutes, you kind of swipe through and you kind of figure out where everything else is. But the actual device itself, the touchscreen works great. It's easy to use. There's a joystick, there's a record button on the front. If you get the creator combo, you also get the DJI mic. You can do some really cool things with this, such as you can push a button on the mic to stop and start recording. So if I have this over on a tripod, I can stop the recording and start the recording from the microphone, almost like a remote. What else? Oh, the MIMO app. The MIMO app is actually really good. I have a lot of cameras and devices, and like every camera you get now, right? They all have an app. Olympus has an app. Sony has an app. Nikon has an app to connect your device. Oh, and GoPro has an app. Oh, GoPro, right? But they all have these apps to connect to your phone. The MIMO app is the first app I've seen, the one from DJI, that works with the Pocket series cameras and also the Action 4, Action 3. It just works. iPhone, Android, if you can see in the back now, right here, like, it just works. So on there, I can also use that as a secondary monitor. I can go in and, adjust different settings if I want to. I can preview footage on there really easily. And it just works. I haven't had it like disconnect or like have to go through a lot of issues. I swear to God, Olympus, other cameras, OM systems, even brand new flagship cameras coming out in 2023, 2024, all of their apps are a pain in the ass. Ricoh GRs, I love my Ricoh GR3X, but even apps for that and connecting it to the phone, it's like they're all just afterthoughts. DJI, this company, they seem to just do everything right. They think about the consumer and what the consumer needs, and having an awesome smartphone app that works with your device is a necessity. When you're trying to compete with smartphones, or just other simpler devices, DJI has the right mindset. They know that everything needs to be forward thinking and work with a phone or work with your tablet and your apps, and not fight against you when you try to use these things. It just connects and it just works, and it works amazing. So like, it's only been 2 days and I know I'm already like going on and on about this thing, and I want to do a more in-depth video about some of the other settings, and I want to just get out in the field and take it and use it for what I actually bought it for, which is going out and doing photography videos and POV videos, macro photography, nature photography, and street photography. That's my passion and what I really love to do, and I love being able to film myself doing it, mostly so I can like watch the videos later on, because I really enjoy watching them, but also to share my outings and experiences with you, people that enjoy watching my channel. And I think this is just a tool that's gonna kind of like reignite my excitement and passion about doing it, because it just makes it so much simpler. I can tell this is just so simplified. GoPro's pretty simple, but when you want to start getting like nice audio and using it for like different use cases, it's just a pain. Or lugging around a big second camera. I mean, this thing is small, it's tiny, it fits in my hand. I got a mount where I can just mount it on my shoulder if I want to do POV. As long as the weather is great, This is just an amazing, fun device. Also, you know, I haven't even tried out some of the other things that this thing is capable that I can't wait to try, and I'll be trying out soon. This thing supports 4K 120 video, 120p video. It means you can get super slow motion in 4K resolution. And if you want to drop it down to 1080p, you can get 240 frames per second. So that is like really great slow motion. Another thing I noticed about this that the GoPro just could not handle is this thing can get in close and focus up close. I can come in and focus on the wrinkles on my forehead if I want to. GoPro can never do that. So I am excited when I am out doing my macro photography, getting shots like this here, which I got in the spring. You know, I could never get in close and actually like also film this action with the GoPro. It will not focus very close like that. This thing can get in pretty close though. Like I can move into the monitor and you can see it's still able to focus on these close details. So triple tap this, the camera turns back around and points to me. I can't wait to take this out in the field and do photography with it and macro and take you along with me. I think it's going to be really fun. And this is just such a creativity inspiring device, but it's also very utilitarian. It just works well, it's functional, it's well built. It also serves as an amazing webcam, and it's just a fun device. The last thing I'll say is this device, it just makes me want to kind of just pick it up and talk to it. It's just a very cute device in the sense that it's like this little eyeball on a gimbal is just like staring at you back in the face, and it's really neat how it just kind of like follows you around. You move the gimbal and it just follows you, and it just yeah, it's just really fun to kind of talk to it and yeah, walk around and vlog and just blah 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 like I'm doing right now. But I don't know if anybody's still watching, but if you are, thank you for checking out the channel. Osmo Pocket 3 from DJI. I highly recommend this if you're interested in filming yourself or other things. And right now you're using a smartphone or a GoPro. If you don't need to be like taking it underwater or, you know, barreling through the mud and everything, and you just want to do some filming of your family or your kids, or, you know, your walks in the park, or, you know, going to a theme park or whatever, this is the great device for it. And I haven't even touched on the fact that this has a large 1-inch sensor in it, which is bigger than almost every cell phone, way bigger than the action camera sensors. And it's going to give you great pictures and video in low light compared to what those smaller sensors are capable of. So my office, I do have lights on right now, but even in the dark, like in my initial video when it was a little bit red, the video is still usable, and the stabilization still functions even in low light. You take a GoPro or a camera in very low light situations or outdoors, it's going to really struggle to keep the image stable. But you can tell, like right now, I'll just do a quick test. I'm just going to take a walk, and this video is very stable. You can see, like, even though I'm walking around and moving, it is pretty stable view. This is because it's a gimbal, right? It's a camera on a stick. It's a camera and a gimbal, and it is mechanical. So even in low light, it doesn't have to rely on software in trying to stabilize the footage. It is obviously using software also to further stabilize, but it doesn't purely rely on it. So the quality of the video is maintained even in lower light, and it's still able to stabilize the footage better than any of your action cameras or phones or other devices can in low light. So look, obviously you can tell I'm very excited about this thing. It is just such a fun device to use. It's so simple. It's so refreshing to, again, just be aware that my audio is recording. I don't believe I've already been talking for almost 15 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up here just in case anybody still happens to be watching this. Thank you for joining me. Again, this is the Osmo Pocket 3 from DJI. Love it. 5 stars. Thumbs up. Check it out. Enjoy. Thank you for joining me on my channel. By the way, this is not a gear review channel, so if you happen to stumble on this because you're interested in hearing my thoughts on the Osmo Pocket 3, my channel is generally about photography and video making, And yeah, just getting out in nature, enjoying hikes, doing macro photography, nature photography, landscape photography, and also sometimes getting into the city and doing some travel and street photography. So if you're into that kind of thing, please subscribe. If not, please still just throw a thumbs up on this video and share it with others if others are wondering like what this device is and want to, you know, get some unbiased opinions on it. This is obviously not sponsored. I'm a very small YouTube channel with just a few followers or subscribers, so it's not like DJI is paying me to say this. These are my honest thoughts and opinions, but yeah, love it. Again, thank you for joining me. I'm going to sign off here now. My name is Brian. This is Be Mad Photo. Peace out, everybody. Goodbye, and have a good night.